Kim made a funny comment, everyone. Thanks for coming back to another segment of Michigan Conservative Roundtable. I'd like to welcome our new subscribers. And if you could please like and share, that would help us out greatly. And in this segment, we're going to talk about should the GOP be G-O-N-E. Okay? And what we mean by that is I'm calling them the swamp rats, the GOP swamp rats. And I got two examples right off the bat, and there are many others, but the two examples right off the bat, Liz Cheney from Wyoming, okay? Then you got the two-time and backstabbing Mitch McConnell, okay? Now, Liz Cheney, to the residents in Wyoming, they have censured her. Now, does that mean a whole lot's going to happen? No. But you know what? It's a start. Yeah. And the only way... And in Kentucky they've censured Mitch McConnell too. And yes, he's going to be in the Senate for however many more years. But you know what? It's got to start somewhere. Let it start there. At least these people that they claim to represent, at least these people are saying, "Hey, man, you know, you're not talking for us." Okay?
Right.
And in some regard, I feel that's where it needs to start. And then. You got the Freedom Caucus, and the Freedom Caucus, if I'm not mistaken, the Freedom Caucus was pretty much on board for Trump, correct?
Yes.
So you know, the Freedom Caucus, they can't go away. They really do need to stick around and stay active. And bouncing back to Liz Cheney, she's already got a primary challenger for next year. And I hope this guy does well. He's a pro-Second Amendment guy. And if I had done my homework better, I could give you his name. But the primary challenger for Liz Cheney right now is a big-time Second Amendment guy out of Wyoming. Thoughts so far before I keep rambling? Any thoughts? Any thoughts?
Yeah, the Liz Cheneys of the world, and I'm going to reach into my pocket and give money to anybody that runs against her. In principle, I'm opposed to doing what I just said, in that I don't believe you should be able to influence elections in other states that you don't live in. But that said, those are the rules.
I do have a retort to that.
So I know, because they affect us.
They affect us.
But I would really like some campaign finance laws, so we don't end up with an Alyssa Slotkin who didn't even live here. Gosh. She just shows up, appointed by Nancy Pelosi. Go here, flip that district, do as I say, and that's exactly that witch said. Party before country. So that tells you where that is. But I'm kind of getting off point here. You really got to make these people pay. She's got to go. And I would tell you, I don't know about who the primary challenger is, but if he's a Republican, forget him too. He needs to run under a Patriot Party, a Tea Party, or the XYZ Party, but the GOP needs to be GONE.
Yeah, pretty much. What I was going to say is, and we're coming from me personally. I won't speak for these two. For me, I'm coming from the angle of loyalty. Okay, and Liz Cheney has proven to be disloyal. Mitch McConnell, boy, I'll tell you what, he's more disloyal than Liz Cheney, because supposedly he's with us. Well, now he's not with us, and this and that, and
he's a liar.
And something that I wanted to touch on, and you know what, for a couple weeks now, I've been stewing on this, trying to figure out how to turn it into a segment. January 12th, the Gateway Pundit came out with an article. And in this article, it referenced an interview of Donald Trump's citizen in 1992 being interviewed by Charlie Rose. And the interview itself was pretty lengthy. And if you Google Charlie Rose 1992 Donald Trump, you will find it. But Gateway Pundit kind of edited it down to about a 2-minute video with sinister sounding music. So if you go to the Gateway Pundit and search...
I'll try to put that in the description
January
box.
12th. Gateway Pundit ran it January 12th at about a little after 7 in the morning, because I always give times on the dates they release these articles. You know, they put it to some very sinister music. And Donald Trump said something very interesting in this 1992 interview with Charlie Rose. His and at that time, Donald Trump was struggling financially because his business ventures were collapsing,
Right.
and so that was part of the tone of the interview was having it all, losing it all. Where do you go to from here?
Yeah,
was really the tone of Charlie Rose's interview, and you can take what he was saying then financially, and apply it to his situation today politically. And Donald Trump, the citizen, says in this interview, sometimes you have to lose it all to see who your friends are.
Yeah.
And
Well,
he
that
goes,
sounds right to me.
and he says, and whether or not you believe him, he says, for a short time, I wouldn't mind losing it all to see who would be loyal to me. Because if you remember when Donald Trump became president, it was a big deal. He find out who's loyal and who isn't. Remember? Yeah. Remember that whole dilemma?
And I think he chose a number of people that were disloyal.
Yeah.
William Barr
Yes.
has proven,
Oh, yes.
given the Hunter Biden plea deal just now, that Bill Barr was not a supporter. He was a fake.
Well, what Donald Trump said in this Charlie Rose interview was what he has found financially. And I think he's finding it now politically. What he found in 1992 was the people that he thought would be loyal wasn't. And the people he never imagined would be loyal were. And the reason why I bring that up is, and let's go back to candidate Trump. And we've talked about this in our early videos. I thought Donald Trump was perhaps too harsh on Ted Cruz. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I even made the comment, if there was one thing I wished he hadn't have done, I wished he had been a little gentler on Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
But in Donald Trump's mind, he's got to win the battle at hand to win the next battle. That's
Right.
just how he operates. Okay.
The lion Ted, I thought, would come back to bite us. I thought Ted Cruz would be an excellent Supreme Court justice. But how do you nominate a guy for the Supreme Court after you've been saying he's a liar?
Well, and you bring up Ted Cruz, and here we are.
Ted Cruz backed him.
Ted Cruz,
Backs him.
and still backs him, and he is Exhibit A of what Donald Trump, the citizen, was saying in 1992.
Yeah.
The people you wouldn't think would be loyal.
Louis Gohmert. Louis Gohmert is another one
Yeah.
that was he stood true to him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he.
And Jeff Sessions is an example of the other way. Sessions was gung-ho, 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 Trump. And then when he got the job, I recused myself.
Yeah.
Did this for the next year, 2 years.
Yeah.
And you look at how we lost the House and that fiasco there, which goes to the GOP swamp rats.
Yeah.
But my point being is, and Mitch McConnell's the easy one here.
Yeah.
You know, the supposed Trump supporter, and then maybe we'll impeach Citizen Trump. And you know what?
I'm sorry, that impeachment thing, that makes me furious. The whole thing. How can you impeach a man? He wasn't even able to speak for himself.
Yeah.
What a farce that impeachment was.
Well,
what a farce.
The one thing I hope that comes out, if this follows through, I just hope, and I do hear Citizen Trump, President Trump, now has a new attorney to engage in this political battle. You know what? Maybe it'll be a venue to.
How can you impeach someone that's not even in office?
Well, they don't.
right now?
Well, here's the thing. They want to make sure he never. You know what? They want to make sure he doesn't run in 2024.
They're doing election interference.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're doing what they claimed he did in the Ukraine call.
Exactly. But you know, my only hope is, and this is a hope, that you know, if they go through with this, then I'm hoping it just all comes out. And I can't believe they really want. I have difficulty believing that this is what they really. I mean, I know they want it.
They want unity,
But-
they say. What a joke.
I just
They want conformity.
This won't be unity.
If-
this won't cause unity.
and the Republicans that voted to impeach with the Democrats, yeah.
They got to go. They got to be
They
done.
got to go. Bye Liz Cheney and
Company.
and company.
Well, that's the Bush faction.
Yeah, really.
hanging
is.
all over Big Mike Obama.
It's all one world order, global,
Yeah.
whatever,
And
politics.
Dick Cheney,
They're all
George Bush.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't spit on either of them if they were on fire.
And in referencing back to the Charlie Rose 1992 interview, this is why they suspect at some point Trump could very well, I don't know how you would, I don't create this Patriot Party. And
Well, he's going to have to.
and you want to know something? In this 1992 interview, he admits to living for payback. So, and that, because he says to Charlie Rose, "You do believe in an eye for an eye, don't you?"
Yeah.
and I just I tell you what, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, and
All right.
I don't think the Trumps, any of them, are out of the picture. And this is what the Democratic Party is afraid of, because if there's a reason for doing this, and it's just fear.
Well, I keep thinking
This
something's
is
going to happen
fear.
with his one son, because his one son was getting pretty politically active there toward the end.
Yes,
Yeah.
this
So,
is fear.
so I
Fear
gotta
from the
wonder
Democratic Party.
if that couldn't be a means. I sometimes wonder if this Patriot Party might be because a lot of times in other countries you have factions within factions.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess wishful thinking, could that play out? Because
I
don't
keep
know.
seeing
I'm
these
just-
comments, Candace Owens and Ivanka Trump. Ivanka Trump is far too left for me.
Yeah, she is on the liberal side.
Yeah,
And that's-
she's no conservative. I don't want any part of her. She's great to look at, and that's about all I'll say on that count. Candace Owens is great. I don't know what Candace Owens has done to be, and I love Candace Owens. I agree with damn near everything she says, but I don't know why would she be qualified to be vice president and
I'm
potentially
reading
president.
Donald Trump Jr.'s books right now, his 2 books, and I'll tell you something, his books are really good. And I sort of like him real well from what I'm reading so far.
Well, I like Bill O'Reilly's books, but I wouldn't want him to be president.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's...
Dr. Seuss, too.
Yeah, but he's pretty on track with a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm pretty impressed.
Donald Trump has leadership and a track record. And do I wish he wouldn't have said Lion Ted and all those kind of things?
He said a lot of stuff I wish he hadn't said.
Yeah,
but
me
you
too.
know, the thing is that you always knew where he stood.
You did,
Yeah.
and it wasn't going to matter. They were always still going to
didn't
bash him in
matter.
the media.
No, because they were after him. Democratic Party is only after power.
Absolutely.
That's the only thing they're interested in. They're not interested in the people, like
Right.
they say. The only thing they're interested in is their power.
Yep. That's
well,
pretty
that's
clear.
that's why I call them all swamp rats.
You know, and the thing is that essentially the Republican Party and the Democratic Party are one group of people.
Yeah.
They're not two separate
A
parties.
club of elitists, and that goes back to your video shortly about a short while ago about
Members
members only in the club.
members only,
and you
and
were
they-
not invited because we're not in the club.
Members only, and they brought in the military to ensure it.
They
Well,
don't,
George
You know?
Carlin said years ago, "It's a big club, and you ain't in it."
yeah, they don't
Yeah.
care. They don't care about us.
That's
You
pretty
know.
clear.
So, anyways, any other thoughts, guys?
I'm
Girls?
talked out. Girl, yeah.
Yep, girl. All right, that's it. This was a long one, so if you hung tough, congratulations. All right, see you in the next one. As we say here at the Michigan Conservative Roundtable, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me. TTFN.